When I was in Los Angeles, I had the chance to go see the guys over at TCI. If you don't know, TCI is the industry standard when it comes to full chassis and suspension parts for your hot rods and your classic trucks. I met up with Jason, who gave me a tour of their 32,000 square foot facility, walking me through the entire process of how they handcraft every single chassis from scratch. So let's nerd out and watch a chassis come to life.
So this is where the chassis start. These are all laser cut pieces out of 134 American made steel. We literally take 4 pieces, the top and the bottom of the rail, and then the 2 sides, and lay them in the fixture and fixture weld. All of the gussets, all the nut struts are inserted at that time before it's fully boxed together. Fixture that the frame rails are going to sit in is what we call a 3-sided fixture. That's where you've got the top, the bottom, and the inside. They'll go through and fully seam weld this thing all the way through. Once it's done here, we'll flip it over and drop it into the 4-sided fixture, which we'll take a look at right here. All right, outside of the 3-sided fixture, we move it into the 4-sided fixture here, which is basically just flipping it over and then welding the other side on it. Once they're done here, we'll go into the grind room to smooth all these edges back. All right, so it might go in and out of the grind room a couple times. Those guys are perfectionists. So you see these little marks on here. He's gonna use the Sharpie and let us know where any imperfections are on any of these welds. So he's actually sending this back out to have these spots welded again, and then it'll go back in the grind room to make sure it's perfect. All right, so once the guys have approved all the little welds on the seams, then it comes into the chassis fixture. We'll actually flip the rails upside down and place it in here with these little structures here. Real quick to hit it with an impact, separates them out right into the fixture nice and tight. This is where we'll build the whole center section, the rear cross members, front cross members, all specifically to what the customer is wanting. Putting all the structure in the chassis, we've got all the strength in it. We'll take it out of that fixture and bring it over here. This is where we'll do some ancillary items. Pedal assemblies, tranny mounts, engine mounts. As you can see, we've got every imaginable engine and tranny that you can think of here. So that way we know that it's in the right location before it goes out the door. Alright, so once they're done with the engine and tranny mounts, then they'll come over here to Fred's station, where Fred's going to do all of the hard lines for the brakes, and air lines if so equipped. Everything's done literally by hand, 3 tools. Sharpie, bender, and tape measure. But he does incredible work. station where we literally build the pallet to fit the chassis. Alright, so in some cases we do actually assemble the chassis. This is for local customers that choose to do wheel call. What you'll see here is a 53 to 56 F100 that's being fully assembled for a customer to wheel call.
Driving it is unbelievable. Because you run along and people get alongside of you and you romp on it a little bit, well, then they know that you got something, and people are saying, whoo, that thing stinks. No, I think it smells really good, because that gas, that's the best thing about it. You know, you're running 110 octane fuel, smells good.